Damon Mason, of course, Facebook. You guys already know it's Damon Mason. We going live right now, guys. Nothing special today. Once again, just doing some different things. Just preparing for this upcoming season, man. Actually, I'm actually live right now doing some practicing with my one of my partners out here in Atlanta, my boy Davron Izard. I'm gonna gotta give him a shout out, man. But I'm gonna talk about him first. We in Atlanta right now, we in Georgia. I'm in Conyers, but this boy, he's live with me on my hey D, I don't know how to put it. So how can I put it? We are live right now. Me and my boy Devron out here in the state of Georgia. He said, hold up, D, I gotta go put on my hat. So I said, please tell me you ain't go put on your Atlanta Falcons hat. So yes, he went and got his Atlanta Falcons hat on to go live. You know what I'm saying? So I said, bro, thank you for doing that because you just gave me some ammunition to talk about. Majority of people watching this here right now is in the state of Louisiana. We repping the Saints, even though I'm not a die-hard Saints fans. I figured they got some Saints fans out there who will sit there and talk about my boy, but it's all in fun, it's all in love. So guys, but look, this is just I just want to do a test trial. I want you guys to really pay attention, man. I'm telling you right now, Devron, Facebook is, man, people chiming in. I don't know if they're actually watching it live, or I don't know how long they're gonna stay on, but people are actually flocking on, man. So I see everybody. I should have been giving you guys shout outs. So I see Miss Joyce. Thank you, Miss Joyce. I love you. Hope everything's going good with you. Crystal King, thank you for logging on. Madison Shannon Kelly, thank you for logging on. Now I miss a whole bunch of you guys, but thank all you guys for chiming in right now, guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. But as I say, my name is Damon Mason. I have YouTube right here. I have Facebook right here, and right in front of me, I actually have my computer screen. I got my boy Devron Izard right here, guys. And what I'm gonna do for Facebook right now, this is what me and Devron is doing. I'm actually about to post a link on Facebook. All right. And if you guys see this link, you can help me and Devron out. We doing some things for my businesses. Damon Mason 9 Sports Network. I have a lot of things I have planned to help out student athletes at the high school level. Motivational consultation, speaking. Anything revolving around sports. But right now, I'm really focusing on football. This is football season with hidden gems athletes. So, guys, I'm about to post this link. If you see this link, and if you want to see not just me, but my boy Davron Izard, and I'm sharing my screen to allow people to see my website. We're gonna talk about some things and some things that we're gonna be doing this coming fall, guys. Please click this link and try it out. Just log on and see what's going on. You don't have to say nothing. You can mute your link. It's going. It's a conference. That it is, Davron. That's what I was looking for. It's my conference that I will be using, guys. That I'm gonna be doing some. I think it's some amazing things this fall. And what I'm gonna do, the first person that actually, you ain't getting no prize, so don't worry about that. They ain't getting no prize, D. I know how people think sometimes. Once the first person logs on onto my conference portal with Zoom.com, as you see, guys, I posted the link on Facebook. I'm gonna start to share what plans that I have for this upcoming football season. So. But other than that, D, you know, high school football, man. I have, I have just a few kids who I've been talking to. I've been talking to their parents and whatnot, and what I want Facebook to know and I want YouTube to know before I go any further, guys. Don't forget why I left East St. John to go to Destrehan High School. All I need you guys to do, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my YouTube page. Before I log off, I will post a link on Facebook, guys. It's free. Subscribe once I get 1,000 likes. Help me get 1,000 likes as fast as we can, especially before East St. John and Destrehan class in October. Get 1,000 likes, guys. I'm gonna start my mini series. Devron, it's gonna be a mini series. I'm gonna start my story, all right, of why I actually left East St. John High School to go to Destrehan High School. So of course I'm gonna talk about that more in a minute. But Devron, YouTube, Facebook, I've been talking to a few kids, a few parents, man, and I'm talking a little bit about hidden gems. Hidden gems athletes is something that I say by the Spirit of God. I was just sitting home at work one day, and as I normally do on social media, talking about this time of year, how things happen, and it's the smell in the air, the stories you see on Facebook. NFL going to training camp, high school going to, well, let's stay in order. NFL going to training camp, college going to 2 days, and of course high school football. They're doing their own thing, preparing for the upcoming season, man. And year after year after year, I start to reminisce, not just from my playing days, but from my coaching days. So just one day, as the Holy Spirit normally does it for me, probably cutting grass. I just started thinking about, you know, what else can I do to be an asset to student athletes? What else could I do to take my business, my brand to a whole nother level? And the idea of Hidden Gems came about thinking about how many student athletes, how many young men, really at every level, that go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying, D? And Devon, and I'm gonna stop right there. Even if nobody don't log on right now, the good thing Facebook and the good thing YouTube is that, you know what, I didn't record this, so let me pause. Let me pause and press record so we can record this here. Where is that? Let me find it. Boom. So I think we are now recording. I get that boom from 2K, D. From Ronnie 2K. Let me make sure I'm just looking at once again. Okay, start record. All right, guys. So once again, even for you guys who are just now watching this here on Zoom, my name is Damon Mason, and we're talking about some things, and I won't go back down memory lane. So, Devon, now we will be live when I post this link. Facebook, YouTube, as well as YouTube as well as Facebook is right here, and Twitter. Twitter is the only one not going live right now. But as I was saying, guys, once again, to get back in line, and D, definitely going to mean you can start talking now. The idea of Hidden Gems came along when I started thinking about all my experiences, all the things that I had to overcome adversity, perseverance, and patience, persistence, and stuff like that. But coming out of college, not going to the NFL, going to not even getting a free agent workout, you know what I'm saying, after the career I had in college, and then going to Canada and getting cut, you know what I'm saying, and for 6 months coming back home to the States and working 3 jobs for 6 months, man. And one thing led to another. By the grace of God, I was found by Jay Gruden, played with in the Arena Football League in Orlando with the Predators, and won the championship that same year. And then the next year we went back to the championship, and leading up to the Arena Bowl in 1999, that's when Kurt Warner jumped on the scene and really put people like me on a high level, and took the Rams to the Super Bowl and stuff like that, and that's my first time hearing about Diamonds in the Rough. They did an article on Kurt Warner called Diamonds in the Rough, and I got a phone call by so many people in 1999 for that Super Bowl. I forget who the Rams played, but there was an article featured about Kurt Warner called Diamonds in the Rough, and it was featuring athletes from the Arena Football League, the Canadian Football League, NFL Europe, NFL Europe when it was called the World League at that time. And the phone call, the information that I heard was that Damon Mason was on the front cover of Diamonds in the Rough. So I'd say that simply to say that. So often I think about those things, man. And so thinking about how I came about Hidden Gems, I say, you know what? I want to help student athletes who are being, once again, that's what my first parent company, I should say. I started six years ago, which is called Level Up Athletic Marketing. But I wanted to do Hidden Gems that focus solely on a different method of exposing student athletes. You know what I'm saying? And to help those guys get not only exposure, but expose the complete athlete. And so I just started thinking about, and this off the top of my head, I looked at the rivals.com, scout.com. These are some prominent companies, man, that speaks volume for themselves. I see my boy Derwin Diggs. Hey, Devon, you can see Derwin Diggs, man. Now, I got to give a shout out to my boy Dub. That we call him D. My freshman year, I seen Derwin Diggs, man. Derwin to wear a toothpick in his mouth, and everything that he did, I wanted to do. To me, he's the toughest running back that I seen come out of my high school, and we had some pretty good running backs. But I watched him I patterned my style of play after him. So gotta give a shout out to my boy Durant Diggs, man, and thank you for logging on. But D, so what I was saying was diamonds in the rough. So I Scout and Rivals.com, these companies like that, and they got some other companies like that. They focus on the student athlete strictly with athletic ability, and of course, I'm assuming that you have to take into consideration their academic status. But I wanted to do something besides just focus on athletic ability and their academic status. I wanted to, as I call it, the hidden agendas, not hidden agendas. That's wrong. The hidden intangibles. You know what I'm saying? So I think about all the things coaches told me about myself, that they wish they had more players like Damon Mason, or I wish I had 10 more players like a Damon Mason. I'm not bragging on myself, but these are things I heard, because I knew I was not the biggest. I knew I was not the fastest, even though I was fast, but I felt like I always had something to prove at every level, you know what I'm saying? And then even when I became a coach on a high school and professional level, I found myself telling players that, especially at a young age, you know what I'm saying? As a coach, I would rather have a student athlete who is going to try his hardest to do what I want him to do. Talent and ability only get you so far. I want that kid that run who basically gonna sell his heart. He gonna fight to give you to do everything that you want him to do. To me, that's being humble, being coachable, and that's what I tried to do. Even though I felt like I was blessed with talent and ability, but at the same time, I wanted to do the little things, to make a coach say, you know what, Damon, if my coach told me to go left, I went left. Not only went left, I went left fast, hauling ass. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're a sports guy, Devon, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you played basketball a little bit, you played a little bit baseball growing up and everything. But for the knowledge that you have, because I want you to speak now, the knowledge that you have, especially on the professional level, a lot of different sports, even though you're a Falcons fan, but I say that jokingly but seriously, I think you understand the concept of what it takes to be effective, because you are a diehard Falcons fans, correct? And go ahead.
Basically, what really attracted me to your whole mission and your goal, speaking to you, is that what you're doing is so positive. I really just love that you're just trying to help young men along their journey, and you're using your path and your trials and tribulations to guide the next man through similar situations, and that's such a positive thing. I just That's why whenever I speak to you, I just love talking about it. I love trying to figure out ways I can help you with this, because to me this is like so positive and such a true blessing for so many young men and women on the path of, I guess, bettering themselves through a college education.
Right, right. Well, man, I appreciate that once again, guys. And I see my boy Fred Smith, D. Fred Smith. That round, D. Fred Smith was probably one of the best receivers that came out of Desperate High School, fighting Wildcat Country. Y'all know I gotta say that. For the E, the people back at the East St. John Wildcats. I like being messing, having fun. But Devron is my coworker, man, and for a young man, God, this boy is standing 6'8", legit. I can't wait till you have kids. His kids gonna be, I don't know, but they're gonna be something special. But Devron is very intelligent. He's very knowledgeable, and the young man loves to do research. You know what I'm saying? And for a guy like me who has a business and trying to turn his business into a company, that's somebody I want to have in my corner. Somebody who I want to be associated with and have them to be associated with me. But at the same time, he wants to be a positive influence himself. So, I mean, for me, it was a no-brainer. For the 5 or 6 years, me and Devon got hired together. So it'll be 6 years this year that I've been knowing him. E Mac, what's going on? E Mac, Devon. E Mac, I coached him last year. One of my DBs who helped me win, my first championship as a professional football coach. Shout out to my boy E Mac. So, but yeah, Devon, man. So, but nah, bro, it's funny without me getting to a long story about that right now, because y'all know I'm long-winded and I will share this at some point in time. So once again, sharing stories. I have a lot of stories to share on Facebook. YouTube. I'm trying to get my people on Facebook who support me, who love Damon Mason. That Ryan, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, hey, all y'all gotta do, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. I'm telling you, it's free. I have a lot of stories. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you the first two stories. The first story, you should know by now, is why I left East St. John High School to go to Destrehan High School. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be a great story, especially for those people in the river parishes in Louisiana. It's a lot because it's true. Now, I shared this for my boy Derwin Day, my boy Dub. Now, once I finish that story, the next story I'm gonna share, I don't have the title of it yet, but it's gonna feature why, not why, but my experiences as a fighting wildcat. Now, you guys are gonna like that one because this is gonna be all about my experiences at Destrehan High School, and it wasn't all good. Trust me, it was not all good. Majority good, but not all good. But anyway, guys, all you gotta do first of all is help me get that 1,000 likes on my YouTube page. All you gotta do is subscribe and tell your friends. So anyway, Devron. So Devron is a young man. Once again, I want to be a part of my business. I want to be a part of my company, the things that I'm doing, and for some of you guys who might know or might even slightly remember, me and Devron had a little not I won't say YouTube, but it wasn't YouTube. We had a little blog page. It wasn't even a blog page. It was a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, on John Madden, and Devron was my co-host. You know what I'm saying? And we meshed well together. I'm saying that the guy, he's very intelligent. He likes to research. So, you know, but I'm also looking for other individuals. You know, and guys, I just have to say this right now. Hidden Gems is really focusing on football players right now. I want to, you know, that's my specialty. That's my niche. You know, level up at the marketing. You know, it speaks volume for itself. My website is complete. I'm going to post that again so you guys can see that information. If you need extra exposure, consultation for your student athletes, guys, that's what my life is all about. You know what I'm saying? It's a paid service. But actually, I'm doing a special this year only. This year only, I'm doing a special. I'm not even gonna say that special right now, but I'm gonna do it next time because I won't get off track. But for this year, it's gonna be a very, very, very small fee for everybody, for everything, for level up. All right, but Hidden Gems is free, guys. Hidden Gems is free for everybody, guys. Football players own it right now, and I just want to help you guys. I just a good grasp of who these young men are, and that's what I'm saying Hidden Gems is all about. It's more than just about being talented. It's more than being just having good grades. Because good grades is awesome. Being talented is a blessing. But what about your off the field antics? What about your off the field intangible? You know what I'm saying? If I'm a college coach, I want to know that if I sign this young man to a scholarship, that when he goes about the community, that I can trust that he's gonna make the right decisions. He's gonna do the right things. We see too many athletes at the professional level doing stupid things, getting in trouble. We see too many athletes on the collegiate level doing stupid things and losing their scholarships, making the school look bad, making coaches lose their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that I'm stressing from my own life experiences, from my own expectations as a coach, as a man, as a former student athlete, a former professional athlete, as a businessman. You know, these things are more important. And guys, I'm going to say this here, then I'm going to go on with my story. There are more than just the big time programs like the Floridas, the LSUs, the Alabamas, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth. There are over 1,500 schools in the country. Now, every school don't have a football program, but I do believe that there are enough schools out there that can give a young man or even a young female an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But some of you guys, some of you girls won't get that opportunity just because of lack of exposure. So that's what my network is all about. Okay, and once again, my website will speak volumes on that, and I will post that. But this, what we're doing right now, what Devron and myself are doing right now, guys, you know, it's just a test run to use our conference portal, because the things I plan on doing, and I hate to say it, but you know, when you start all small, I'm humble enough to say that I'm starting all small. So I'm gonna focus on one area, and I gotta give a shout out to my boy Terry Simmons right now, one of my advisors, one of my business advisors, one of my advisors as a man. A good friend of mine, and Devron, he was actually my friend was actually the first guy that I covered in my first high school game that I played, was covering my friend who I knew was good, and I was scared. I can't lie. But he didn't catch a pass though. but Terry's the guy I was telling you about who has his own branding company. You You know what I'm saying? He has AAU basketball, man, in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he's doing some tremendous things and building $1 million companies, bro, across the country, man. So had to give a shout out to my boy Terry and my boy E. Paquette. I see he watching. That's my teammate. You know what I'm saying? Actually, Eric is the guy who helped me meet my wife. My first day on the job at Destrehan High School, I was talking to Eric Paquette. I said, E, who is that? He said, that's Miss Johnson. You want to go basketball class? I said, yeah, let's go. And the rest is history. So what my boy Fred said, best experience for you was coaching Darius J. Smith, Jai, D. Brown, and myself. No doubt, no doubt. Fighting Wildcats. But Fred, I'm going to tell you like this here. As much as I love you guys, I took what I experienced at Destrehan those 4 years coaching you guys. And when I got to the state of Georgia at Dunwoody High School, I was given the opportunity to really come out of that shell that I was in at Destrehan. And I was in a shell, it wasn't a bad shell because I was a new coach. You know what I'm saying? But after being 4 years at my high school, with Chipper Simon being my former head coach, not the principal, and of course he's great because he's done some great things at Destrehan for a long time, Coach Robichaud. But leaving Destrehan and coming to Dunwoody, and my coach, James Teeter, told me what he wanted, I felt like God sent me where I needed to be. He allowed me to implement the Destrehan way of doing things. The Fighting Wildcat way of doing things. So it was just a no-brainer because Dunwoody High School is actually called the Wildcats, which I'm glad because if they would have been called the Fighting Wildcats, I probably would have been mad because there's only one Fighting Wildcats in my life, and that's Destrehan High School. All right, but yeah, Fred, I got you, baby. I got nothing but love for you boys. But so yeah, so this friends on Facebook, bro, and they show me love. At the same time, I understand that there's a different crowd following me on Facebook right here. There's a different crowd following me right here on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? For you guys who don't know, Devron knows because we talk at work and everything, even though he's off today, which I'm upset about that. But Twitter, man, there are a lot of tremendous amount of coaches and players that flock to Twitter. So a lot of this information will be added to Twitter, Devron. And my boy Devron, he went ahead and created his Twitter page. So, I also want to have to give a shout out to my niece, Daisha Blunt. She's not watching it now, but, Daisha is going to be a pivotal part of my company that's based in Louisiana. Devron's going to be like my right-hand man out here in Georgia. And so, as I started to say, what we're doing right now is just, once again, this test running the conference portal with Zoom, and I posted this on Facebook. So if anybody on Facebook, if anybody click that link, is on Facebook right now, you probably have to download Zoom if you're trying to use your cell phone. If not, I think you just click the link and it'll probably allow you to come to it. It'll allow you to see my screen share. As a matter of fact, so since I've already posted the link there, I know you can see it. I'm gonna go ahead and just put up the website. All right, and this is how my website looks, guys. For those of you who are using the portal, and for those of you who are going to see the recording later, this is how the website looks, and I'm not going to go through it because it's self-explanatory. But in closing, guys, I'm going to try to close this out because what I really want to talk about, and the reason why Devron was so gracious to help me practice this today was we have some great ideas that we're going to implement, as I said, for this coming football season, mainly for high school football, Facebook. So you guys stay tuned because we're going to do some weekly game recaps, right? So some weekly game recaps, and as far as in Louisiana, right now I'm focusing on just the river parishes. I hate to say that, but starting small. I just want to have a control area. So up and down the river parishes on the East Bank and West Bank, right now, my niece Daisha Blunt, and I'm gonna have some other people. Anybody want to get involved? Reach out to me. But you go into the games and go into practice, guys. We gonna talk about some things. My goal is to go ahead and I'm gonna be breaking down the Huddle film. If there's a game film that's on Huddle, I'm gonna watch it, and after I watch it, I'm gonna tell Devron take a look at it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna do some things like that. On Saturday or Sundays. So that's gonna be like Friday night recaps. My version. My version of high school football. But at the same time, we're gonna do it here in the state of Georgia. Now it's gonna be just one game. We're not doing all games. We're gonna pick one game and we're gonna focus on that one team. because the goal is we're gonna do the same thing in the state of Georgia. This is home for me now in Georgia. Devron is here in that well, not in Atlanta, outside Atlanta, but we in the same area. What I'm saying? So it's big for me to build my brand where my foundation is right now, where my kids are. What I'm saying? There are kids here who need help just as well. What I'm saying? So we're gonna focus on the Rockdale area because that's where I live at, in the DeKalb County because that's where I used to coach at. What I'm saying? Also, the area where Devron lives at, he has access to that area. So there's actually 3 different locations. Devron, what area is that you live in again? The county?
Uh, Near Cobb County and Paulding County.
All right, so you're looking at Rockdale County, DeKalb County, and Cobb and Paulding County. In Louisiana, I'm focusing on the river parishes, East Bank and West Bank, river parish football. That's what I'm saying. So if if it's in God's will, I find somebody somewhere else that's in the area that's want to be the part of what we're trying to do. It really is to help get these kids exposed. We're gonna talk about it live. I have a lot of friends on Facebook who are college coaches. As I said, it's gonna be live on Twitter because that's where majority of all the coaches are. What I'm saying? Majority of all the coaches are on Twitter. I also have a LinkedIn account, so they have coaches on LinkedIn. So I post the information everywhere. But even better than that, guys, the goal is we're gonna do interviews. What I'm saying? We're gonna do interviews and interviewing the student athletes, especially the ones who are a part of Hidden Gems. Now let me just say this here, guys. I'm gonna give you a quick, not recap, but a quick synopsis, so to speak, of what I offer. So you have Hidden Gems, all right? I'm not going to go through, but you have Hidden Gem athletes, all right, which is strictly football right now. You have Level Up Analytic Marketing, which is exposure and consultation, which consultation comes part of all of my businesses, all right? Then you have the training department, all right? I focus on speed, agility, and conditioning. Now, sorry to say, but right now I'm focusing on in the Georgia area because that's where I am located. Or whenever I am able to go back to Louisiana, what I'm saying, if I can schedule something and do it there. And I'm proud to say that I'm going to be starting my DB development, all right, which is called DM9 DB development, all right. That's a good friend of mine, Nick Mitchell, told me, he said, man, D, you've been playing football since you was 10, even a defensive back all your life, and all your accomplishments and the way that you accomplished them, man, you basically you're an expert. Terry Simmons told me the same thing. Orman Anderson told me the same thing. So it's almost a no-brainer that the amount of experience and knowledge you have, you can basically help anybody, especially at the high school level, guys. So I will be, Sports Network is the network, but DB9 DB development. Okay, if you wonder what the 9 is, guys, I was given an awesome opportunity, not even an opportunity, but I was given the extension of having my number 9 jersey retired at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. So it's back in circulation now, but number 9 belongs to Damon Mason. So that's why it's DM9. All right. So now, with that being said, guys, the last thing I want to say is we're going to do interviews. So the first interview, guys, that I want you guys to be aware of that will be coming soon will be featuring Taylor Miller. All right. For you guys on Facebook, YouTube, you might not know him. Twitter, you might have heard about him. Facebook, I think you should know him because he has a Facebook page. He's right there from the class. And Devron, he goes to St. Charles High School. He wears number 14, Devron. He's a receiver. He's 6 foot. The young man calls me every day. I'm proud to say that he is my next protege. His stepdad is a very close friend of mine, like a brother/cousin, D'Artagnan Johnson. Reached out to me and asked me to talk to him, and I've talked to Taylor. Taylor calls me every day. So guys, me mentoring him and the feeling I have about this young man already is totally different than the interview process. And of course, I'm going to promote him through Hidden Gems, again, which is free for everybody. And I'm going to put this out there for Taylor. Once you fill out the forms, young man, do your due diligence and do what you got to do. Take the initiative and complete the form, Taylor, so I can post your information. And my nephew, Chad James, who's also a part of Hidden Gems. But Chad, I need you to complete the forms. Guys, you are seniors. You are seniors, and I'm stressing that. And this is what I do, guys, from my heart. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell Devron, I like to say I'm brutally honest. But Devron, tell this because I've been talking, I've been rambling. See, I'm sweating a little bit. But from a different perspective, man,
Okay.
I want you to stress to them, I mean, how serious you think it is that, oh, matter of fact, how serious you think these young men need to be to accomplish their goals. Because I'm gonna say this here, and I want you to take it. Because Devron, he's taking the initiative. He wants to be a writer. I told y'all he's very intelligent. Devron is gonna write my first book. So Devron, tell me what would you suggest to these young student athletes like Chad? You know Chad, because we play 2K together. but
Right.
but you give him some love, D.
Basically, I think time is of the essence. Anything you want in life, the only way you get it is through going at it hard as you possibly can. I think that all the men that's trying to further their football playing career should, and not just football, but their academic career as well, they should go all out to achieve their goal because nothing happens in this world without the right, I guess, work ethic and pursuit of whatever you're trying to accomplish. And the Bible says the same thing. There's no faith without works. So that's very important. And what you want in life, you have to not only pray for it, but you have to put the word behind it.
Now for Facebook and YouTube, what Devron just said, the most important thing he said, and it all was very important, but the most important thing he said, even the Bible says it, faith without work is dead. Now I can talk to him blue in the face, and I think y'all can tell that. But the truth of the matter is, I knew I was blessed, and because I knew I was blessed, that was my faith. My faith allowed me to do the things that I was able to do. It's allowed me to do the things that I want to do now. It's gonna be the same thing for that young man Derek Brown and any other individual. And like you said, it's not just about athletics. You know, our goal is, and he's a young man. I'm 44. I think Derek, if I'm mistaken, Derek Brown, you might be saying your age, right?
Yeah, you cool.
Devron, I'm 40. I'm 44. Devron 39. I'm 5'9". I'm 5'9". He's 6'8". Would you say?
29. You said 39.
Oh my bad. Boy, I thought you were 30. Devron is 29 years old. But I tell y'all, the young man has so much knowledge. Sometimes I think he got too much knowledge because he it's hard to be wrong. So he makes work go by fast because we get into a lot of deep conversations, which is fun. But guys, this is what we're gonna do. And Devron, like I said, I didn't want to be long. I'm at the 33-minute mark, and I'm gonna shut it down. So guys, stay tuned. Devron, myself, and probably my niece Daisha Blunt. She don't know this yet, but she will know it now because we did a conference call with Taylor Miller last night. You guys stay tuned. I will schedule this with Taylor. I've already told him he's ready for it. And the reason why we're doing this, guys, is because I want college coaches to hear from not just this young man Devron, but from any student athlete that we talk to. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be blasted on social media because the truth of the matter, I know, even Devron, you know it, that the recruiting process, it comes and it goes. There's a timetable for everything. These coaches have so much time to get from point A to point Z across the country, and they don't have time to get everywhere. That's why the beauty of technology, right there, Ron. Technology is so wonderful that they have things called Huddle or even YouTube, where any kind of device that you can have film where coaches can go see it without leaving their office, without leaving their campus. So I'm just using my blessings, what I feel like God gave me to do even more so, not just for my own benefit, but for the benefit of these student athletes. And for you college coaches, I always want to say this and I forget for some reason, college coaches, I don't want nothing but your support if you want to give it to me, and that's free. I will reach out to you guys in some shape, form, or fashion like this right now. I might send you guys. Hopefully, I can contact all you guys from Division 1A all the way down to junior colleges. Contact you guys, send your email, let you know what's going on. Coach, take a look at my businesses and the young men that's within my organization, within DM9 Sports Network. And if you see something that you like, reach out to them. You know what I'm saying? It might be that diamond in the rough, or it might be that hidden gem that I have that can help take your program to another level. Not just on a field of play, but also with the outlook. Because the bottom line is, every coach keep their jobs by having not only getting good athletes, but getting athletes who can pass at the collegiate level D, and also athletes who can survive in population in the community. All that reflects on the university. All that reflects on the coaches' ability to recruit. Not saying that you guys can't, guys, but this is something that I'm doing, something I'm passionate about. And if I could be an assistant, and all I need you to do is just take a look at what I'm doing, take a look at who I'm representing, and who I'm promoting, and, you know, take it from that, guys. So YouTube, I'm sorry, boom, YouTube. Once again, it's a pleasure. Facebook is always a pleasure. This will be also on LinkedIn and Twitter. My boy D, give a little shout out before we head out, man.
Everybody, just stay focused and pursue your dreams with all your heart and all your effort.
Awesome. And of course, Damon Mason, guys, I appreciate your time and your love and your support. So with that being said, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube page. 1,000 subscribers, and I will start the mini series of why I left East St. John to attend Destrehan High School. So, guys, look at when we do our interviews, and our weekly game recaps, it will be posted live on YouTube. It will be live. It's gonna be live on YouTube and Twitter. I went on Twitter because that's what I said. That's where most of the coaches and young student athletes are. For YouTube, I'm gonna post a link, and I think the room allows only 100. So guys, when you post a link, those who register first, that's how it's gonna go. So I'm gonna play around with it, guys, once again. But other than that, guys, thank y'all for your time, and until next time, peace. Good looking out, D. Hold on for me right quick before you get out. So let me try to close Facebook. Then let me close YouTube. Smile. I'm live right here on I'm not close YouTube. I don't like that tone.